I know I'm acting stupid, but being dumb, maybe just a little bit foolish. I feel so young. Drunk, I've never seen you clearer than now. We're flying high, floating somewhere up in the clouds. Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Dimma. Today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial. I just want to do my makeup, okay? I wanted to make it like a chit chat story time, but I was like, you know what, yeah, I haven't done a makeup proper, like just legit makeup tutorial the way that I normally do them before. I understand where we are with this whole makeup thing. To be very honest, nobody's going out. I'm not going out, you're not going out as much. Okay, some of you are going out, but you know, I don't think that a lot of people are watching tutorials as much as they would on a normal day. But I just felt like doing my makeup and then wearing something nice and then maybe taking pictures in the house. So I was like, I might as well film that. I have quite a few. I have quite a few makeup items here. Some of them I got with my money. Some of them are PR, but they're new items that I have not tried before. And some of them I've tried before. But the ones that I have not tried before, I really want to tell you guys what I think about them. So I'm going to start out by priming my face. This is the Marc Jacobs Blurring Coconut Primer. I've not used any primer, or I don't even think I've used one single makeup item from Marc Jacobs before. So this is going to be interesting. I decided not to wear a turban and just wear my wig cap because, guys, that's how it's doing me today. That's how I feel. Today is a wig cap kind of day. This is what it looks like in case you are wondering. Okay, so this feels like it has a lot of silicone in it, but then again, it kind of low-key feels hydrating, which is interesting to me. My skin feels very soft with this, like really soft, like baby soft. So I just hope that this does not mean that my face will get greasy or anything. I hope it controls oil, but then my face feels very soft and smooth. Oh my gosh. What I'm doing now is I'm just applying translucent powder over my brows, and this will just kind of help my brows stay matte. I have oily skin and I don't have a lot of hair in my brow area, so one thing that happens is that my brows tend to start looking waxy towards the end of the day. This helps my brows kind of look matte, natural, last longer, all of that good stuff. If you want to see like a detailed eyebrow routine video from me, please check the description box or click on the link that pops up on the screen, okay? This is my Maxio Finish Concealer in NW40, my fave concealer for this. So okay, so done my brows. I'm going to prime my eyes. This is my MAC Prep and Prime 24-hour Extend Eye Base, okay? My lids get really oily, okay? Very, very oily. If you don't have oily lids, then maybe you, I don't know, you can maybe not prime or just use a concealer. Next thing would be to use some powder to set that concealer and primer. Okay, this is going to help, especially by the time I start applying eyeshadows in this area here. I don't know why I'm talking like this, but guys, you guys know the vibes. You know what I'm doing at this point, okay? So this is one of the reasons why I wanted to do a makeup tutorial today. It's this new Norvina. It's so blown out, guys. It's baby pink. I'm sure that you guys can tell the color, but it's this Norvina eyeshadow palette. I already unboxed this in a vlog and I was really excited because the minute I opened it, I just wanted to do my makeup. So they're all kind of in the pink burgundy like family. Very nice. So first color that I'm going to use is this one here called C5, and it's going to serve as a transition shade for me. So I'm just applying this in this area. This is not my crease, okay? This is between my brow bone and my crease. That's where I'm popping this color into. Let me tell you guys, I've just been looking at the Insta stories of people in the UK and I don't feel like they are in this corona with us anymore. I think that things have just really improved. I'm seeing a lot of people on Insta stories without masks. They're not even wearing masks. They're going out on picnics. They're just doing very fun things. There are a lot of people not wearing masks here in Nigeria, but to be very honest, it's not because they feel like Corona is gone, it's because they are tired. People have legit told me that they are tired of wearing masks. This is just ridiculous. You should not be tired. Please, don't be tired. Still wear your masks out because there's so much going on. But then people in the UK, I feel like things have just kind of calmed down so much in there. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like you guys are living your best lives, though. I'm not getting the vibes that you're in this Corona whatever with us anymore. Okay, so next I'm going in with this shade called E4. I'm going to start packing that color into this area here. This blending brush is like my new favorite thing. I just started using it. This is a Sigma E25. And I love the fact that, especially if you don't have like a wide or a deep set crease, you can just use this to get into the area that you want and use it to blend things out. I'm going to apply some color on my eyelid now. Just going to take a little bit of this. This is my, what's it called? This is my NYX jumbo pencil in French fries, okay? I've actually missed applying makeup like this, fam. Next tutorial I think I'm going to do something bright, very bright, maybe like a bright colored liner. Next, going in with this shade here called D4. I'm going to pat this all over. I like the texture of this particular eyeshadow that I'm using. It's not a proper shimmer shade and it's not matte. It's something in between, but it leans heavily towards the matte. I like. So I'm just using a smaller brush to kind of fade the color into the area where it should meet my crease color, I guess. I don't want any obvious like lines or demarcations. So over that, I'm going to use this shimmery glitter shade here. It's called E3. Going back in with this burgundy shade, the first one that I used, and I'm going to apply more of it. This shade here called A1. I'm going to be trying this mascara from Huda Beauty. On one end, it has a wand that looks like this. On the other end, it has a wand that looks like this. Okay, so I'm going to start with this one first, and I'm going to use this to comb my lashes upwards. I'm going to use the other one for my bottom lashes. I actually like this. I have curly lashes, but it's getting in between and dragging everything upwards, which is good. I also have this eyeliner from Huda Beauty. It has, like, it's 2-in-1 as well. One end is a liquid liner and the other end is a pencil liner. Looks like this. I'm going to use this to line my waterline. So my favorite pair of lashes, just popped these on, okay? And I'm going to move on to the rest of the face now. I'm going to apply some powder all over my face. I do this all the time. I do powder before my foundation. It doesn't matter what foundation I am using, especially if I have other things to do. So I want to take some pictures and I want to film another video after this one. So I want to get as much wear as I can. The foundation that I'm going to be using, I actually have wanted to try this foundation for a very long time. I actually got it as like PR, but then the shades, they sent me about 4 or 5 shades that were darker than, like, they were just way too dark. I couldn't use any of them. So I gave them to Stella, because Stella is an artist and I know that she'll put them to good use. So I finally got my shade. I'm in the shade 470, I believe. The foundation looks like this. We were all talking about this sometime last year. I'm just going to do a few pumps on my hands. Okay, I hope that this is actually my shade. So yep, this is so much better than what I received, the ones that I received. Because the 470 is looking a little bit orangey still. Oh my god. What's going on here? I was hoping to God that this will actually be my perfect shade. It looks a bit orangey. It looks darker. Like if you compare my face now to my chest, yeah, this is much darker. But then it's nothing that highlighting and contouring will not fix. At this point, I don't really now know what my shade is with this foundation, because I wanted to buy this in store. So that was the reason why I kind of didn't buy it till I went to the States last year, and I haven't used this since then. I didn't want to just order online because I wanted to make sure. And whenever I go to buy foundations in store, I always make sure that I go with my actual shade, like my favorite foundation that is just like my perfect shade, which is either the Fenty Beauty 420 or MAC Studio Fix Fluid in NW45. And I compared before I bought this, and this was the closest to those two foundations. So if this too looks like this, I don't really now know what my shade would be with this. I like the fact that my face looks a bit like, it doesn't look very matte, and my face doesn't feel tight, like I've applied something matte, like very, very matte and drying on my skin. It doesn't look like that. I'm going to highlight a little bit. This is my Colourpop No Filter Concealer in Dark 46. Okay. So this is going to be my first highlight. I'm going to go in with another shade that is much brighter than this one. See, this part looks so much better now. Okay. I'm going to contour really quickly before moving on. This is my ABH Stick Foundation in Truffle. And I'm going to first apply this here. I actually like how this is looking now that I've just highlighted a little bit. So I'm going to apply this area here. I'm doing this with a brush. Normally I would contour with a sponge, but I haven't been doing that of late. I actually like this because this gives me a lot of control and it blends out well. Like, it also helps me just kind of control the amount of product I have in this area at any given time. What I realized is that if I kind of apply it directly, what happens is it gets a bit tricky blending it out just the way you would like. So this is good. I like it a lot. I am going to highlight again. This time I am going in with my Maybelline Age Rewind concealer. Looks like this. I'm almost out. And the shade that I use for this is Caramel. The first concealer shade that I used from Colourpop, I'm not sure if I already said that, is Dark 46. I'm going to apply this into this area here, my tear duct area. I'm going to apply just a little bit down the bridge of my nose. With this particular concealer, a little goes a long way. Like, very little goes a long way. You don't need to do too much to get the type of coverage that you need. So, okay, so going to set my immediate under eye area now. I'm not really going to bake for too long. I'm going to take this, dust the powder off like shortly. My Milani pressed powder in Earth Glow. I'm going to use it to set the contoured parts. So while this is happening here, you guys see that everything actually turned out great, okay? My face kind of goes with my neck now. I'm going to blend. This is an all-over setting powder. This is my Iman pressed powder in Earth Medium. The same burgundy shade that I used on my crease, I'm going to smudge that on my lower lash line. The same color that I have on my tear duct area. Blush, my MAC blush in Raizin, and I'll probably mix it with this Inlgot blush that I have here. Okay, so this is MAC's Show Gold Highlighter. I'm going to put on my wig and be right back. So I have put on my wig and I have put on my dress. So I'm going to do my lips now. That's the last thing. I already showed these on my Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, go follow me. It's Dimma Umeh. But I'm going to be using this matte lip color from KH Cosmetics called Naked. Guys, these are like, you know, when I've used quite a few liquid lip colors that say they give you like a velvet matte finish. This is the first one that I really like. It dries down matte, but it's not drying matte, and it's also not glossy. I love it. So on the center of that, I'm going to use Ritzy, which is like a nude shade. So guys, this is a finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I love how sparkly the eyes are. I love the fact that the lips are pinkish but nude, you know, at the same time. The foundation is the one thing that I'm really impressed by. I think that at this point with ABH eyeshadows, I always like what I get. And the primer that I use, I think I also kind of like it. The foundation I really like because my face is not uncomfortable, my face is not dry or matte or tight. My face just feels good, okay? And then I have like smile lines and parts of my face where foundation would normally settle into. I've looked at my smile lines, and guys, the foundation didn't even settle into that area, okay? Which I think is really cool. So that is it for this video. Give it a thumbs up if you like to. Subscribe to me if you're not yet subscribed. I'll see you guys in my next one.